Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. You think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey. They always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
Moves the pocket. It's Levin. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Shakes off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Breaks into the open. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw one first. In traffic, it's Durham. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Run in the red zone. It's Gage. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
To the air, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Dura. He is stopped on fourth down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Hits the hole. It's Bishop. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout.
Sweep. Q. Go!
2nd down, gonna throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. DB's right up on the receivers. He leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Still looking to his right. Could be an alley. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. The 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Breaks a tackle and he might have room. To the house. Touchdown, Volunteer. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quick.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense. Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Bishop. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. There he goes. And he's gonna take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Finds his tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He rifles one deep to the left. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. And it's his fourth interception of the game.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Here's a give to Durham. They knocked him down right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Durham. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. The 40. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And everybody who catches the ball on this offense or makes a play on this offense is going to be brand new. They all came in just like Lane Kiffin. They went to the portal to do damage, to bring in a bunch of guys that can contribute right away. Lane Kiffin's been so good at developing offense through the years. And Palmer, he's got to gel it all together really quickly.
He's been doing that for years at Ole Miss, so people expect the same thing to happen here at LSU. Sam Levitt, the new face of quarterback, a guy obviously with tremendous success during his time at Arizona State. And a lot of people surrounding him, whether it's the offensive line, receiver, running back, guys on defense. There's a lot of new bodies wearing this LSU Tiger uniform now, but all of these guys are talented and they're experienced, and that's why people are expecting wins immediately for LSU.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Incomplete. That one battered away at the line of scrimmage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he puts through the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Berry. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To the air, it's Levitt. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They punted away on 4th down. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's third down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Right back to the well. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
So here is the Tennessee offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth. And
hits the afterburners. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. Man, is he having a day for the Big Orange, already over 150 yards.
Yeah, and showing you a little bit of everything, Reese. I mean, he can break tackles. He can make you miss. He's doing it all for this offense, and I would continue to feed him, and I guarantee you the Orange fans are going nuts.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Rashada Downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. And the Volunteers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Bishop. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is perfect. And they regain the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Swamped immediately.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Rolls right. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Powers inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Making his first move. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Moves to his right. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. 2nd down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Escapes the pressure going right. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it. Touchdown ball. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in a bunch formation. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense. Putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground. And they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Back to pass on second down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Harris. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a crease, it's Berry. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. 10. Touchdown, LSU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out wide right, it's Bishop. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's
open field on the right. The 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Runs through a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pushes ahead. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get. snags it, and he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Bought a little time, lets it go. In the backfield, it's Durham. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. LSU right back to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Handoff again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Levin. They're all over him. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted a fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick give. It's Berry. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Buying time to his right. The throw. Right side, it's Berry. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Finds a crease, it's Berry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And down he goes back at the 3. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Drops back. It's Levin. Oh, it's tipped near the goal line.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He takes it in. Touchdown ball. They give themselves a little cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the double.
And he makes the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Wilson. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.